And gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're not going to have any gameplay, but what we are going to do is talk about camos or skins, because they're not really camos, to be honest. They're mostly just skins, and how far wargaming have actually come with their skins, or let's just say camos, because yeah, that's what they're in the game. So yeah, how far they've come with their camos and how far, hopefully, they are going to go in the future. Now, some of them, of course, are still questionable. Now, I know people want realistic, people do want realistic camouflages. We all want that. But wargaming have other ideas. They want to mix, After all, it is a game. I know people want realistic, which everybody wants and everybody is getting. But wargaming are also looking at the fun side of things as well, which I don't mind. I don't mind wargaming looking at these fun camos. There are some questionable camos. Some of them look really good. Some of them look absolutely hideous, like this one right here with the RU251. So yeah, you've got camouflages like this, which are fun. They're supposed to be fun. They're unique to that tank. And it's people still like them. Not everybody does like these camouflages. But what I would like to see going forward, which I'm sure over time we will, if wargaming are going to add a fun camo like this for the RU251, maybe give it 2 legendary camouflages. Give it a proper one that looks real. A really good one that looks real, and then you can give it something like this as well. So we're going to go through just some of the camos and talk about how far wargaming have actually come with these camouflages. So of course we've just looked at the RU251, which is the fun side of things. Also, if we go to tanks like the Lerva, they've got a camo like this, which has been around for a very long time, which I still think looks like a brilliant camo. But they've also gone for camos like this, which, it's proper in your face. It's proper, it's different, it really is different. And again, some people will like this kind of camo, but if you don't like it, then there is always the option to have a different kind of camo. So yeah, of course, we all want realistic. We all want realistic camouflages. So if they can bring realistic camouflages or more of them, and if they can maybe add the fun camos as well, like give you an option. If you want to run the fun camo, you can run the fun camo. If you want to run the realistic camo, you run the realistic camo. And there's a few out there. You got this one for the Caro 45T, not realistic at all, but it's a bit more on the fun side. The same as the WZ132, not this camo, but this one is really really special. Look at that. So yeah, these are the fun kind of, the fun side of Blitz. Boom. Which I don't mind. After all, it is a game. It is a game. I know a lot of people do want the realistic side, but you've got to remember, it is a game, and I'm sure wargaming will add more of the realistic side. The same as the Sheridan. They are changing it up a bit. It's a little bit more realistic than it was, but I still like the other camo for the Sheridan. I think it looks good, with all the writing on it. And the same with the Action X. If you go to the Action X in tier 8, where are we? So, I love these kind of camos. Keep calm, and I still think they look great. And with the Action X, they do still have the more sort of realistic side of the camo as well, if you did want that. So yeah, I like what they're doing, and hopefully over time wargaming will start adding more realistic camos. Now, they have started doing that, and we're going to look through some of them, because some of them really look good. They really do look good. So let's start off with the SU152. They are putting it a bit more realistic. They're starting to not just focus on the camo itself, the paintwork. They're also looking at all the other things, you know, all these crates on top, the tyres, everything like that. And I think that is absolutely brilliant, you know. It just doesn't change anything about the tank, doesn't make it any better, but it just makes the tank look so much better than it did. And to be honest, people still like a good looking tank, you know. People will still want to play a good looking tank, even though it does nothing for the actual gameplay. Same as the IS, you know, this camo here, I think it's a fantastic camo. On the gun, obviously you've got the thing around the gun. So they are trying to make it more realistic. The ISU-152, the same as the SU-152 really. They're adding things to it, they're adding crates, tyres, and they're just generally making it look more realistic. So we're going to skip the Borzik for now. We've got the M3 Yo, again, completely different, absolutely completely different, not realistic at all, but just like the Lerva and the RU, etc., they are trying to make it different, and people still like different. The Turtle, the T95 and the Turtle camouflage, again, things like this I really don't mind. So if you go to the T95, you've got this camouflage right here. It's called the Turtle, you know, the tank itself is called the Doom Turtle. The nickname is the Doom Turtle, so they bring a turtle camouflage, and they're actually making it kind of look like a turtle with all the netting on it as well. Does it look realistic? I'm not so sure. Yeah, I suppose you can say it kind of looks like a realistic turtle, but I do also like this kind of things as well. And we've seen it with, you know, the dinosaurs, the light up on certain tanks as well. I don't think that is too bad. The STRVK, you know, the camouflage for this, yeah, it is realistic. They could do more as well. And there is certain tanks, you know, with the guns on top. The 60 TP is one of them. I just think they look brilliant. But then Wargaming have started to do a lot more. So again, you've got the E3, you've got the E4. These tanks already have legendary camouflages, but they're going further. They're adding more legendary camouflages. Camouflages that look even better. So we move over to the E100. Again, Wargaming, it already had a legendary camouflage, but they want to start making these look realistic, and especially if they do have the upgraded sort of the PBR to make it look even better, then they do look fantastic. And some tanks out there look absolutely brilliant. The Progetto 65, a new camouflage for the Progetto. Again, I think it looks better. I don't quite think it looks as good as it could, but yeah, a nice camouflage indeed. And then we head over to certain tanks. Now, there's only two really tanks that are like this, and they're in the same kind of bracket, and of course that is the Borzik. And now Wargaming, they really are trying to make these camos look realistic with all the grass or all the leaves on top, all around the gun, the turret. They're really making it look fantastic, and I just think this camouflage for the Borzik is amazing. But for me, the best camouflage in the game currently has to be the grill. I mean, just look at it. It looks brilliant. It really does look brilliant. It looks realistic, and I'm hoping this is just the start of something new. You know, I hope Wargaming are looking into this. And yet again, as I said, I don't mind the made-up camouflages, you know, the fun camouflages, as long as we do get these kind of camouflages as well. And again, they are doing it. They've started. They're making more camouflages like this. It started up with the grill, and now they are sort of moving towards the Borzik, the E100 and stuff like that. So who knows? But I'd love to know your opinion. What kind of camouflages do you like? Do you like the unique ones, you know, the completely different ones, or do you like the fun ones? Or do you like these realistic camouflages? Now, of course, everybody does like a realistic camouflage. So, but let me know your thoughts. And what tank are you looking forward to the most to have a realistic camo? Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But for now, I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.